Welcome back, everybody, or welcome if you are new, back in the open super late miles here at Williams Grove. We have a full field of 26 here. Literally, I think if two more people would have joined, because I think second split's gonna have 25, but if two more people would have joined, we would have had 3 splits, and I would have been in second split. But everybody's basically running this because pro qualifiers are right after this, like 45 minutes after this is done, maybe 30 minutes after this is done or something. So ton of people that are super fast are in here. Gavin's the 13, I'm the 19. Only 18 make it into the features, so we're gonna have to do really well in qualifying and in our heat race to not mess that up. So I'm gonna go get some practice laps and see what we can do. All right, let's go qualify here. We'll probably be one of the first people qualifying because everybody sits in the pits and waits for everybody to run a lap, but oh well. We were like 12th or 13th in practice, something like that, because everybody's probably on their pro qual stuff, like for qualifying and everything, and we just have the weekly stuff, which is probably not as good, but still probably pretty damn good compared to what most people will make in general. Get the car rotated. I need to hook the bottom a little bit better than that. Wasn't a great turn one, but it wasn't awful. Just gotta send it on the inside, not get an X. Kind of bounced up a little bit, but hey, at least we got a clean lap, and it was fairly tight to the inside wall. A 7, not great. That was a much better turn 1 and 2. I ran like a 5 in practice. Try to see if we could hook inside. I wonder if you needed to be more on the crumbs in the corners or not. I was kind of just running straight bottom. That was a 736, slightly quicker. Gavin ran a 664, so he's gonna start in front of us, and hopefully we don't fall too far back. But probably not many people. Yeah, not many people have qualified yet. A lot of the real fast guys are gonna wait till one of them go and see what the line is, because it might be more up on the crumbs. Gavin might have ran more up there, honestly. I'm not sure. Kind of want to see how he ran. If 1 and 2, did he run crumbs? Yeah, he ran up on the crumbs a lot higher than what we did. And I kind of missed 1 and 2. 3 and 4, yeah, he ran crumbs again. So yeah, he was just much quicker than us running the crumbs. So I definitely missed that, unfortunate. But we'll see what we can do in the heat race. All right, getting ready to roll off here in heat number 2. We're starting 6. We got Gavin and Blake right in front of us in that row. We run CFM sets along with them. Blake is one of the builders. Blake and Evan are. So we always got fast sets on here. Link in the description if you want to try them out. Code HRE for 10% off. But I feel like we have the slightly less stacked heat. Heat 1 was like super stacked. So I feel like we got a little lucky with our heat, but we'll see how it plays out for us. Could still play out pretty bad. We just got to finish top 7 to advance to the feature. We're starting 6th, and it seems like the outer lane where the crumbs are seems to be the fast lane right now. So hopefully we can take advantage of actually starting on the outside here. Kind of the opposite of what happened in our fixed race. We had a pretty fresh track and started outside just from qualifying and fell back to about 6th and then ran there the entire race. So was unfortunate. We qualified like 2nd in the fixed race, and then just the bottom was dominant. We weren't able to get down until about like 5th or 6th area, somewhere around there. But we got Gavin right in front of us. Go look up Gavin Robchan on YouTube if you want to see his perspective of this race as well. You can put us up side by side, like if you time it up right and everything. Well, you could probably time it up for the heat race. You'd have to retime it up for the feature and all that, but you can watch both our perspectives at the same time. But we'll see how we can do. Hopefully we can have a decent heat race here. I'm more worried about turn 1 than anything else. After that, it may not be too bad. But turn 1's always the roughest thing at this track and in the open supers for me in general. Just got to get this car turned into turn 1. Didn't have a great start, but at least I got single filed out. Gavin got super tight. I'm like braking to not go slide up into him, and we're getting tight because of it. You really got to get this thing like whipped into the corner. Oh boy. Yeah, we were tight there, 3 wide. I'm gonna try and get up behind Gavin, because I really don't want to give up the outside fully. Get it moving, Gavin. We're in 7th now. So we're in the final transfer spot at the moment. Trying not to get him in the rear end, because these things spin out so easily if you do that. But I thought we'd be in a good spot, but of course turn one we get tight. That's my worst thing in the open sets, is I'm not very good at like turn one of tires and all that, like the cold tires and everything. It really just wants to push on me. Oh dang it, they're wrecking. I got the wall. Oh, I think it broke that guy right front behind me. That's super unfortunate. We fell back to 8th because of that, but I hit the wall on entry also, so that really screwed us up too. I don't know who hit me in the rear end, but I'm sorry about that. But also they were wrecking up in front of us, so I was trying to check up for that at the same time. I hit the wall, which messed up my entry. And then was also seeing the wreck up ahead of us, which they kind of saved it. They kind of straightened the other guy out. They were spinning out. Almost smacked the wall again. But I want to try and get one spot here so we can make it into the feature and not have to go through the consi. Because we're car 19, so technically we're like the first car that should be out of it. 2 more laps though. Got to really hammer down on it, see if we can go and catch them or not. Hoping somebody has a mistake. That cut down seemed really good for him on the exit. He's going low on Gavin. Final corner here. See if we can try to get anything lower working. No, not really. So we're gonna be starting on the outside front row of the consi. Gavin made it through. He finished 6th.
Tanner, not bad. I thought you were gonna...
That wreck kind of messed me up a little bit. That and me smacking the wall. I think we would have like lost that spot anyways from smacking the wall there. So it is what it is. We're gonna go onto the consi and see what we can do here. All right, coming around for the green here. We're starting in 2nd, which is a good spot. We got to be on it for the restart though. Got a lot of fast guys in this as well, so it's gonna be very tough. We got 10 laps. 10 laps seems like a short period of time, but this track could feel like a lifetime, I feel like. So it's gonna be a tough 10 laps, I'll tell you that. Nothing's gonna come easy in this consi.
All right, man, let's get ready. Go get this thing.
Really got to be on it for the start here though.
Hey, car's off. Be ready. Have a great
Try
day.
not to
Hey,
lose
car's
too
off.
much time like we did in the heat race. Definitely was a better start for us.
Green flag.
We're single filed in 2nd. And we didn't push turn 1 improvements.
Oh, yeah, you're getting him.
And hopefully we can try to put some distance behind us, so in case people start racing each other super hard and stuff, we can try and avoid that and they'll just slow each other up. One already disconnected.
0, 9.
They were definitely in the consi. Just need to not smack the tail end on the wall. If I can go and get the lead here, that'd be fantastic, but I'm not going to try and push it and do anything stupid.
19.095.
I have a feeling in the feature this thing's just going to be so wide you can start running bottom again, which will be really fun. I love running the bottom here. Feel like my whip into the corners have been a little aggressive. That was much better. Keeping the car a little straighter, but have to get it rotated enough.
19.0.
There we go. Okay. I need to just find my groove doing that. Because if I can find my groove, we'll be good to go.
19.1.
Just need to not push tight in a corner really bad, because then they're going to be all over me. So we got Keaton in front of us running really well. He's running a little bit higher than me, but I'm also trying to keep it out the wall on the exit there off of 4. That exit off 4 will come real fast. That was a good entry into turn 1. Like, it was tight enough, but rotated barely enough. Like, that's about as perfect as I could get it, I feel like. Might be finding a groove. We're halfway through, just past halfway now. 4 laps left.
4, 9.
We're sitting pretty decent right now.
19.243.
Aiden behind us is sitting pretty good as well. Because they're kind of battling for fourth a little bit more. So as long as Aiden doesn't start throwing a slider battle with us, we'll be completely fine. He ran lower there and actually had a really good 1 and 2. I thought I was smacking the wall there for sure. I want to do like a cut down there in 3 and 4. Trying to run a little lower here. He's on our inside now. Please don't start throwing sliders on us. Like, running low, that's fine. White flag here.
19.41.
Kind of just protecting a slider in a way. Just trying not to be super side by side here.
Hey Ryan, this is for 5th, by the way. Thank you. Hey, ran over me for 7th. Ain't much better.
Hey, we're gonna be
Oh,
in
yeah,
the
no
feature.
problem, man.
That's all that matters. That is all that matters. Good win by Keaton. Thank you, Aiden, for not trying to slide us or anything. But fun 10 laps there. We held second really well. There were some fast guys in that, like Lingron was there because he didn't run the heat race. He didn't make it in. That's gonna drop the SOF a little bit, unfortunately. I think I think Loic might have been in it as well. I honestly don't even know. Loic was in it and he didn't make it either. But thank you, Gavin. So we'll see him in the feature. Hopefully we can have a decent 50 laps here. All right, feature time. We're starting second to last row. The guy that ended up running into us in that heat race because I smacked the wall and the wreck was happening in front of us ended up making it. He was the fourth place car at least, so good on him. But the 24 and 25 are in here, and the 20, and I'm the 19, so a lot of lower numbers actually made it in here because like Lingron and Loic were out of from the Conti, which was the 8 and the 3, I think it was, something like that. But 50 laps, long time. Might get some wrecks also because it's Williams Grove. We'll see what ends up happening. Long race, long race. Just gotta try to keep it clean for the most part. My nose is itchy. Have like a cat hair in it or something. Gavin's outside 3 wide right off the start. I think I want to kind of run low early on. Try to save some right rear, or maybe just run top, try to get by some people. I have no clue what I want to do, honestly. I think Gavin may have gotten tight there. We're getting by him. We do. Let's go. That's pretty shocking. In these open races, I don't think we really race too close to each other. He's usually much quicker than me, but this is one of my more liked tracks, driving it wise. Because I feel like it's more on the driver here than anything. I think it could be like low 1 and 2, higher 3 and 4 right now. That's what it feels like to me, at least. What the track seems like. Gonna get by him on the outside. Let's go. Yeah, that 1 and 2 is just so wide, and if you like don't hit that grip very well, you just slide super far out. I got a little too sideways there.
19.569.
Really was dragging the brake on entry on that one. Didn't want to slide up into Robbie there. But we're doing the best we can. We've moved up some positions already. We moved from 16th to 13th already, so that's pretty good. I feel like it's a pretty decent start for us.
94.
Finding the bottom lane early in 1 and 2 has helped. Gavin's kind of struggling being on the outside in 1 and 2, it seems like. Trying not to send the car too sideways because the car is so full of fuel for the feature. It really wants to go around more easy. So I'm trying not to whip it in super hard like we were with the qualifying heat setup.
No problem.
Gavin and Keaton getting
I mean,
together
there's
a
no
little.
point in wheeling me. Just take it, I guess.
Shocked we didn't have a caution right off start. Everybody running pretty calm and everything with each other. Everybody's being respectful. Knowing it's a long race and you can get a lot of cautions here. Or if you don't get cautions right in the beginning, it could get strung out and have a real long run. So that is what happens here a lot of times. You either get quick cautions, a bunch of them, or you can get strung out and it could be a long 50 laps. If we go 50 laps green, that'd be awesome. I'd be stoked about that because you really don't get that many clean races here, I feel like. I haven't had a clean race here in a long, long time. Like our fixed race had a handful of cautions. Last time I was here in like the UMPs, I don't think there was many green flag laps. Just trying to keep this car under control is the main thing. Try not to spin our tires too bad. The front stretch is starting to get pretty slicked off too, which is pretty interesting. Like the straightaways here get very slicked off. You can kind of run a little lower on the front stretch and find that grip, honestly. And sometimes that'll like actually help your lap times because you can get a good amount of grip there.
We really gonna block on lap 5?
Blocking on lap 5. It's lap 12.
Lap 12, bud.
That's hilarious. It might have felt like 5 laps to him. That's a long 5 laps. I'll tell you that. Trying to like slide up to this middle grip instead of like sliding all the way high. I wonder if going in a little high there and then cutting down in 1 and 2 is actually really good, or if you can just like super hook bottom, if that would be good as well. Kind of want to go high and then try to cut down here. Oh, I got way too sideways for that. Not what I intended to do by any means. Sliders being thrown in front of us now. But this track gets super slicked off. You can run multi-groove and it's a lot of fun. I do enjoy that aspect of this track a ton. Better entry into 1 and 2. Didn't really get it turned down for the cut down, but still running pretty decent. I feel like I want to go low in 1 and 2 here. See what it's got. Kind of slid a lot through it, but it wasn't bad. He's gonna maybe get a run on me from behind. Not as much as I thought, actually. I feel like that bottom gripped pretty well. He might be under us though. No, he's not. If I could slow it up enough and really hook bottom, that's gonna be much faster. I just really gotta slow it down earlier and be really patient with the car. Slider line 3 and 4 might be really fast, it looks like, because it's just so wide into turn 3 right now. It's a little better, not exactly what I wanted, but it definitely gripped up and went pretty well. Try a slider line here. Maybe not to the full top, but like to the middle there. That was okay, it wasn't great by any means. See if we can grip bottom again, because I feel like that is in right now. It may not be fast for the straights, but I feel like it's pretty quick in the corner. Oh, they're almost hitting in front of us. Kind of do that mid slider. Felt like that worked a little better. I overshot that by a lot. Able to get the power down kind of early. It was decent. I feel like just this full outside still works pretty well. I lean so hard at this track. Like, I know I'm leaning really hard left, but that's just me at this track. I don't know. Like, I don't know why. Maybe because it's the tight turns. I was saying this in my fixed race, I think, too. Like, I think it might be, like, how hard the radius of these turns are, that I just, like, push myself left like I'm in a car. Even though you're clearly not. It's just, like, how my body reacts trying to turn to this. Even though I never raced real life or anything like that, it just seems natural. Like, to lean like this, it's hilarious to me. Because I can feel it. I 100% can feel it. Okay, I need to figure something out because he's catching us from behind. I feel like my 3 and 4 has been pretty off lately. The 1 and 2 is getting more and more slicked off down there. Maybe that outside's coming in a little bit more now. Bottom's getting more and slicked off. Try and get that right rear in that grip. He's kind of under us. I'm not going to try and block it. But if he wanted to go full bottom. I'm just shocked that we didn't have any caution early on. Now we're getting stringed out like I was saying. Oh boy, got 2 sideways there.
Deleted did a 19.
And wall.
2, working
Bonk.
bottom, inside, inside.
He's probably gonna have a good run on that straightaway being down there.
Clear, 20.3, 6, 5.
Try and get on throttle early because it has so much grip up there.
Clear, clear, clear.
Running really close to that wall in 3 and 4,
And we're halfway
which I don't necessarily like doing
clear.
at this track. Oh boy, I got the wall. Yep,
Inside.
I got the wall like I did in the heat race. Swung the back end into it. He's probably gonna slide us 3 and 4 here, I would imagine.
All clear.
He is. Good slider. We're gonna cut back under him and have this grip here.
Clear, 20.4.
Try and rip bottom.
9.
So I feel like if I were to throw a slider, I'm just gonna hit that inside wall anyways. Oh, sorry about that.
Still out there.
That's a 2x? That's so dumb. That's a dumb 2x.
Outside.
We barely touched. It didn't even give him damage either is the bad thing. Like that did not even give him quarter panel damage at all. Still running well though. We're in 14th. We ran 13th for a long, long time. So I'm happy about that. It's looking like it might just be more full top. That had a weird stutter on my screen. You guys probably saw the same thing. I don't know what that was, honestly. Really have zero idea. Trying to just keep it nice and smooth if we can. But Joel is definitely quick. Haven't raced around him much before, so we had a pretty good battle there. Oh, dang it, I did not get it whipped into the corner. That's the problem with running the top of this track for me. It's so tough to keep it in that outside lane and get it whipped in without smacking the wall on entry. Then if I don't do that, I just get tight because I didn't get it whipped in. Barely skimmed it there, but that was about as good as I could have gotten it. Tried to come down for the straightaway speed. Just trying to do the best we can in our line. 3 and 4, I don't know where the fastest is, honestly. I have no clue at all. About as good as I can do it in 1 and 2 also. I feel like I'm gonna smack the wall like every time doing that. Might be more middle 3 and 4 right now. Try to run that instead of the wall. Try to slide out to the wall. Then back down for the straights. Oh no, that's gonna be the wall. Sorry, Aiden, I got tight.
Same boat as you.
That's why he was so quick into the corner too. Oh, dang it. Wall. Yep, now he's under us. Try not to come down on him. I was all out of whack there. I was so crossed up. Coming off of turn 4 there was bad for me. Got Dylan and Gavin like 2 seconds back. So we'll see if we lose that to them. I wonder if I burned off my tires too much or not. It's a possibility, honestly. Because I'm not great at saving tires by any means. Aiden got tight there. You can see how much like we catch up when somebody gets tight. And that, I've done that a handful of times. Try and see if we could throw it in here. Kind of run bottom for the straightaway. That actually really worked there. That kind of was wild. Wasn't expecting him to go low behind me. I was going to hold it down here, but kind of threw like a half slider there. Maybe he wanted to do that bottom in 3 and 4. I don't know. I tried backed off to try to cross under him like he did into 1 and 2. Didn't quite work for me. I didn't do it very good. It's crazy how high they're running in 1 and 2. It's so weird for me in a late model to be that high up at this track. Gotta really just hold it right on the outside of that slick and then try to get a good run on the exit here. Stay under the slick on the straight as well. Trying to see if we can find any sort of speed in a different line. Kind of want to pull this up to see what our last lap stuff has compared, like comparing lines. See if we could learn anything here. Gavin's definitely struggling a bit, which is pretty shocking to me. Yeah, I feel like he doesn't struggle like this at a lot of tracks. Like normally he'd be way ahead of us in these open races. Cool to say I could beat Gavin again. It's been a while. I haven't raced him in a while either.
0.6, gain 4.
See if...
There will be a caution.
Oh, we get a caution with coming up to 10 laps to go. Gavin and them didn't go a lap down. I don't know where the wreck was, but that's going to change everything here. All right, we're going to be double file. This is the only restart we're going to have double file now because literally one more lap, we would have been single filed. So we're in 14th because it looks like Hauser's in the pits. Don't know what happened to him exactly. We'll see it in the replay afterwards. He's out of here too, so that's a spot for us. I'll take it. Gavin's straight behind us in 16th. So we'll see how this goes. This is where the fireworks are going to start happening. People are going to start sending it for the wind here at the end. So hopefully we don't destroy ourselves or Gavin here at the end. That'd be unfortunate.
Get on 'em. Hey, the car's off. Be ready. Be ready.
Everybody starts gassing it before the leader even goes. Like everybody does that to start catching up. All right, we got room to come down at least. Feel like I just want to run bottom.
Time to go and see what you can get it.
I got way too sideways. That was terrible on me.
Outside.
Gavin about got us because I got way too sideways.
Clear.
See if we could hold it down here like we were earlier. He might have way better tires than us from being farther back. He may have not been pushing it hard or anything. I have no clue.
1.
Like being on the outside was probably a good thing, and staying out there was probably the better idea. But Gavin got by us. As soon as I started talking about beating Gavin, of course. Gotta come down for the straightaway speed.
20.827.
Everybody's sliding and like tightening up into the corner like an accordion.
1 inside. Clear.
Oh boy, it's so sketchy on entry to the corner. Like it's such a tight corner, everybody checks up super hard, so it's hard to not run somebody over, but everybody's doing a great job of it so far.
20.
Everybody's been much more cordial than what I expected.
Outside.
Almost 3 wide there with Gavin, I think, for a second. Try to see if we can run bottom again. I want to get by him. Get that straightaway speed with the grip down here.
20.8.
If I could hit full bottom, might be able to pass him. No, it's a little too slicked off of 2 right now. A little bit. Holy crap, he sent it behind us. That was scary. I just saw my mirror get completely light blue from him. Very, very sketchy there.
21.
Gavin's going low. We're going to try and move up.
It's going well. Take that in.
See if we can't try to get some sort of run on him. I'm just shocked everybody's running so tight and nobody spun each other out. That's the most shocking thing to me, I feel like. Yeah, I think I burned off my tires. Gavin's moving up now.
20.99.
He's moving on up through the field slowly, but he's doing it. He's doing it. People are in the wall up there. Trying to keep the car straight through the slick the best we can so we can get a better exit. It's so tough. Oh boy, they're checking up.
Nah, I didn't know he was down there and I just like pinched him off. My bad.
Everybody's checking up so hard there. Dylan got a good run on the outside. I should have went outside again. I decided to go to the bottom because I liked the bottom. I feel more safe down there and confident with it. And another time where we should have went top. Since the restart, it's been like, just you need to be up top. And I keep deciding to go low. But an absolute hectic race this has been. Sad that we had that caution, because we would have finished like 14th, 15th, which is only like a spot or 2 better, but it is what it is. Who knows, people might send it here in the final corner. You never know. Oh, somebody broke the right front.
Dylan.
Somebody broke their right front. We're not even gonna get by them. Everybody's piling up at the start-finish line. We finished side by side with Gavin. Good race, Gavin. Good race. That was fun. Very tough one. Very tough race.
Down, bud.
Haven't raced together in a while because the time change and stuff has messed things up. Because we usually did like the openers and the fixed and everything together. Oh my god, that 73 or that 33 was so slow there. I don't know what happened to him, but that was a mess there at the end. We only ended up with a 2x, I think. Yeah, we ended up with a 2x because us and Joel got together, which he ended up finishing. Where did he finish? He ended up finishing up there in 10th. So good run by him, good rebound there at the end, but let's go back and see what happened throughout the race, because it was a pretty green flag race. Nothing much happened of any sorts, I feel like. Maybe a couple bumps here and there, but like that, like nothing too egregious by any means, and the wreck didn't happen until lap 40, which was kind of crazy, so that was a while into this. But it was a lot smoother than I expected it to go. They're hitting up there a little bit. Everybody's keeping it pretty clean for the most part. Maybe just some wall taps on like the entry to the flicks, but I don't even know what any of these have been so far. They're all just like barely taps like that, or maybe a wall or a scrape on the ground. I have no clue. My nose feels like I need to sneeze. I feel like the last couple of races and stuff have just been sneezing randomly. We're doing like replays or something like that, which is funny. He didn't hit anything. He might have scraped the wall, maybe. I don't know. No clue what any of these incidents are so far. I just want to see what happened with the wreck, honestly. Oh, fenced. Completely fenced there. That was rough. He like completely ran him up to the wall. Got a good run here off of turn 2. They door a little bit. He's a little down on him, and then he just goes up, kind of fences him a little bit, almost right rears him up to the wall. That was scary. He's coming back for the revenge. Not quite yet. Nothing. I think these two may have been the wreck, if I remember them talking. And the caution could have been the reason for the caution. Super tight there, getting by him. They're running super close. Checked up because he was throwing the slider regardless. It didn't matter. Some of these guys just throw sliders that are so tight, it's either you lift or we wreck, and it's just putting each other in a bad position and all that all the time. But it seems like these guys are going to be the incidents up until lap 50 probably. They're smacking the wall a little bit. Probably gonna... Nope, not even smack the wall. Everything's fine. Smack the wall on entry? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Who ended up getting the win overall? Was it... oh no, Rumsey ended up winning that. I think... Who was it? Oh, Jaeger was in the lead, I think. And he was the one that broke his right front there in the last corner, which was unfortunate. This is lap 40. This is when the caution happened. He goes to run bottom and just gets spun out there. Yeah, this is why I didn't want to run in the back of Gavin earlier, because you just barely touch somebody and they go around. So, oh yeah, his car is so jacked up. He turns backwards into the pits to get down there, but I think he left anyways. He didn't come back out. Off the restart, everybody's super tight together once again. Probably going to be some wall taps, couple car taps maybe here and there, because everybody was super tight in these corners. It was crazy. Crazy racing. But everybody ran pretty smooth, which was cool to see. Everybody ran like very respectful for the most part, it seemed like, which was nice to see, because Pro Series is coming up like in 20 minutes or so at this track. These cars just 10 less laps. It's just qualifying straight into the race, so that is going to be interesting. They probably didn't want to rough up any feathers for the most part for what they're about to race each other in again for bigger stakes, so they probably just took it a little easier maybe. Oh geez, what happened there? He got a little jacked up on that bottom side. What happened with the 87 here? Going into the corner, goes in bottom, 2 wide. They get 3 wide at the outside. He's cutting back down. The 49 ends up there out of nowhere, and they end up hitting. Jacked up car. He got jacked up as well, but they keep it going. This is like 3 laps to go, going into 2 laps to go. And I think he's the one that ended up breaking his right front here. Oh, he broke it right there into turn 1. Wow, that's kind of crazy. He got it whipped into that corner, because his right front definitely is broken right now. Oh, no, it's not. I thought it was. And then he goes into turn 3 and 4 and sends it and then breaks it for real. But he ends up coming across the line and losing his tire. He still ended up with a decent finish, though. But we ended up falling back to, I think it was 16th there at the end, unfortunately. We would have been like a spot or 2 higher. But it is what it is. I think 1 spot higher. But we were car 19. I'm just happy we made it in the race. We ran pretty well. We were in 13th for a while. Lost at the 14th, then lost at the 15th slowly. But ended up having a good run. So that was a lot of fun. And let's go see what we end up getting out of the results. We only lose 17 out of that. That's not too bad. It was a really high strength of field, 5.7. I think it was projected to be a 5.8, but Lingron and Loic both missed it. And also Hoffman missed it. Unfortunate. I didn't realize he was in that as well. But wait, yeah, Loic was here, Hoffman, and then Lingron missed it. Also, so some of the higher numbers, Sean Porter, number 14, missed it. So yeah, that kind of hurt the SOF some for sure. Like people like me, the 26, the 25, the 24 made it and stuff like that. So we definitely dropped the I rating a little bit in the field, but it wasn't much of a significant difference. I think it was supposed to be like a 5.8, 5.9 if the right people were in it. But I'll take minus 17 out of that pretty tough field. Happy we only had one caution. It could have been much worse, but I think I might have burned up my right rear tire throughout that race. But oh well, it's all right. I'm not good at saving my tires. I was kind of just going for it. We were doing pretty decent. Messed up a couple times getting tight, smacking the wall in turn 1, but I'll take that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Appreciate you guys watching as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.